Hey, what is up guys, GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Nikke video. Now, I've been reviewing plenty of accounts recently. A lot of my viewers came in for account review that I do every single week. Some of you guys might be new to the channel. If you guys are completely new, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on the notifications, because if I ever do any account review, it will be on my live streams. And if you guys want to participate, usually you have to join my Discord, right? Links are in the description below. But ideally, one common mistake that I see a lot of players doing, alright, is regarding the recent character Cinderella. Alright, so a lot of players are building Cinderella, new players, intermediate players, and players who came back for the game during the second anniversary. Now, Cinderella is a very strong character. Don't get me wrong, I think she has a lot of potential. And for a lot of players, she is going to be the best character for you to be able to progress in the story, in the campaign, and in every single other mode. She's pretty versatile in terms of her capabilities. She is also going to be a very burst-reliant character, where she does a lot of damage on her burst skill. Now, she is, however, not a perfect character, alright? She has some weaknesses, and for a lot of newer players, if you are super new, and I've seen some account that you have plenty of other better characters for you to be able to build, you might want to focus on those characters first, right? Now, a lot of new players, your progress is going to be in progressing in the campaign. Alright, you want to push as far as you can in the campaign, because the campaign is going to be able to give you the most out of everything. Alright, you get more battle data, you get more core dust, you get most of the stuff, right? Cinderella, however, she is a little bit underwhelming in the campaign compared to some other Pilgrims out there. Now, some of you guys did reroll for, multiple other Pilgrims, and in this video we're going to try to discuss and talk about other characters or other potential candidates that I think they are better than Cinderella in the campaign, because Cinderella, she is going to be very strong against bosses if there's a single target boss. However, if there's plenty of enemies on the map, that's where the struggle comes in. She might not be able to wipe the screen as good as some of the other recommended Nikkes. Now, with that being said, in this video, I'm going to give you guys who I think is going to be the better candidate for you to build first if you want to progress in campaign, and if that is going to be your priority, alright, especially for newer players. Let's jump into the video, but first things first, today's video sponsor is Tokyo Treat and Sakurako. If you guys are not aware, festive seasons is right around the corner. We are entering the month of December right now. And Tokyo Treat and Sakurako both have a very unique seasonal box. Now again, for those of you who are new to the channel and you might not be aware what this is, Tokyo Treat is a fun and exclusive Japanese snack box. It comes with various different exciting and unique flavors from Japan. Each box is filled with a variety of Japanese snack items like limited edition Kit Kats, of course specialty, flavored chips, and sometimes Japanese sodas. They are only available in Japan for a limited time. Now, there's a theme for this every single month, and this month, Tokyo Treat comes with Very Merry Snackmas. Now, since it's the season of Christmas, there'll be plenty of seasonal flavors to classic holiday favorites in this box. Now, some of the snack highlights are going to be the Kit Kat White Chocolate Crepe, the Sour Cream and Onion Waffle Chips, the Premium Ghana Holiday Chocolate Truffles, Salted Cheese Cookie, and of course many more. Now, Sakurako, on the other hand, is a monthly Japanese artisan snack box that supports local Japanese snack makers. It usually comes with about 20 traditional, authentic, and artisan Japanese snacks, including Japanese teas and a special Japanese tableware. Now, the upcoming Sakurako theme is going to be Holidays in Hokkaido. Sakurako invites you to celebrate the holidays in the snowy landscapes of Japan's northern prefecture, Hokkaido. There's going to be artisanal treats and teas, each capturing the warmth and essence of Hokkaido's winter season. Now, some of the snack highlights for this particular month is going to be featuring the Hokkaido Milk Manju, Honey Apple Mochi, Hokkaido Milk Danish, Hokkaido Strawberry Chocolate Cookie, Mountain Fuji, Senbei, and many more. Of course, this month's special tableware item is the Shonzui flower dish, and it all pairs perfectly with the Hokkaido Genmaicha tea. Now, if you guys are interested to purchase any of the Sakurako or Tokyo Treat snack box, feel free to use my referral link in the description below. And don't forget to use coupon code GuitarRock for $5 off. With the holiday seasons coming around, this is going to make the perfect gift box for any of your friends, relatives, or even family members. Now, big shout out to Tokyo Treat and Sakurako for sponsoring today's video. Let's jump into the video. Now let's talk about the best pilgrims that you ideally want to be able to use to help you progress in the campaign. The best character to be able to push campaign is none other than Modernia. Now I think Modernia currently is still number 1. She has an ability to basically wipe off all the enemies on the screen insanely fast. Now Modernia is a very unique character, a very unique Nikke in terms of she is going to be able to increase everybody's full burst time by 5 seconds. Number 1. Number 2, she also can fit in a lot of situations in a lot of different scenarios, whether you're fighting against plenty of enemies on the map or whether you're fighting just a single boss. If you're fighting a single boss, it's better for Modernia to not burst ideally because she actually does more damage that way with a core hit and stuff. Now if you're fighting plenty of enemies on the map, that's where Modernia shines. She is going to be extremely strong. I feel like it's a no-brainer to say that she is better than Cinderella in terms of pushing in the story or in campaign, right? Where there's plenty of enemies on the map, you are able to control which enemies you want to target, which enemies you want to hit. Her screen wipe ability is second to none. She can basically clear out the screen extremely fast. Overall, she's still one of the best pilgrims that you want to obtain if you care about pushing in the campaign. Now for a lot of new players, I see their account and I see they have Cinderella built but not Modernia. That's going to be something that you want to consider doing, alright? If you have Modernia laying around, start focusing on her, alright? Very strong character for sure. Now, who is going to be the second one, right? I think Modernia is like really, it's hard to say who can compete with her in terms of like screen wipe specifically. But Scarlet Black Shadow definitely takes the cake in that particular situation. Now Scarlet Black Shadow is going to be a character that is very unique. She is a rocket launcher character and she's probably a better character to use on auto than in manual. Now if you are using her or if you have her, you will understand that she's one of the best pilgrim right now to be able to do constant insane amount of damage to plenty of enemies in the map. Now Modernia is going to be better still for most situations, but I think Scarlet Black Shadow comes really close in the second place. I feel like her potential is now even boosted because if you guys are not aware, a lot of people do have access to Alice, right? Alice is pretty much free right now. If you have been playing the game, there's that Alice diary thing that you can obtain 1 copy of Alice, and also in the bonus recruit right now, alright, since we have an option for a lot of players to try to choose between either Alice, Naga or Lita right here. So she is an option for a lot of players to get more copies. Alice is going to be a very good pair with Scarlet Black Shadow. This is something that you will see in every single team composition. They are both always together. The reason why is because Alice's skill 1 is one of the best support skill for Scarlet Black Shadow. You can see it boosts the 2 ally units with the highest attack. It gives them more charge speed and charge damage. Now charge speed and charge damage basically is a very good boost for sniper rifle and rocket launcher characters, right? So in this case, the charge speed increased by 11% of the caster's charge speed, and also charge damage increased by 7%. So you will see Alice and Scarlet Black Shadow always together in a team. Very good synergy. This is going to give you like a lot of potential in terms of boosting Scarlet Black Shadow's damage even more. For a lot of new players, definitely consider building Scarlet Black Shadow. I feel like Scarlet Black Shadow has more potential in terms of trying to wipe the screen compared to Cinderella. Now, who is going to be in the third place then, right? If that's the case, right? Because right now we have Modernia at number 1, Scarlet Black Shadow at number 2. Number 3, in my humble opinion, a character that I think is better than Cinderella in terms of dealing with a lot of enemies on the map is going to be Red Hood. Now, some might argue that Red Hood is better than Scarlet Black Shadow, but I think it's going to be a toss-up between those two, right? Either which one going to be second or third place. I think Red Hood is the key to trying to unstuck yourself. Now, what do I mean by unstuck yourself? If you guys have played the campaign before, either you are a beginner player, you are an intermediate player, or if you're an advanced player, you probably have gotten stuck in some bosses before. And the main 3 bosses that I see a lot of players got stuck at is going to be number 1, Chatterbox, number 2, Nihilister, and number 3, Mother Whale. This is where like most players get stuck at, right? And with Red Hood, she basically solves that problem for you because she is able to deal with all 3 of those pretty easily actually, right? With how you can basically manual and try to target a specific part of the boss to get rid of it as fast as you can. Also with Red Hood, you have better control with who you want to get rid of, alright? With Cinderella, what she does is she's gonna hit every enemy on the map randomly. But with Red Hood, sometimes you can just target the boss, focus on the boss, get rid of the boss and just beat that stage easily. Alright, where with Cinderella, you can't really because it's like random enemies. So if you're willing to manual control, Red Hood can really push your account extremely far in the campaign. I think she's a better candidate for a lot of players to try to push campaign than Cinderella. Now, I still think Cinderella comes in close in a 4th place. Alright, if we are comparing all of these Pilgrims right now, this is going to be my humble opinion. Modernia is number 1, Scarlet Black Shadow number 2, Red Hood number 3. Now, I get it that some might argue that Red Hood is 2nd place, but I feel like the 2nd and 3rd can be a toss-up, right? I feel like these two can be interchangeably depending on the situation in the campaign, but definitely Cinderella is right now number 4. Now, is there a 5th one that I would consider worth getting or worth competing with all of these, right? Now, these are all Burst 3 Pilgrims, alright, Burst 3 Nikkes, and they are competing amongst each other. Definitely, if your account has either one of these 3, I actually think you should prioritize them first. Cinderella is still really strong, but if you're trying to progress in campaign specifically, I feel like Cinderella might be a bit lackluster in some situation. Now, another character that I really want to bring the highlight to, and this is going to be a character with no competition right now. She is like the best Burst 2. Again, I know some of you guys might not have her, and that's going to be Crown. Alright, the fact that she is that strong, I think she might actually be, you know, if I have to prioritize like the best one, I'm going to put her right here, even above everyone else, because all of these, you have options among the Burst 3, right? You have options among all of these, and Modernia to Scarlet Black Shadow to Red Hood to Cinderella. The scaling is not that far off. They are very close, but from Crown to everything else in the Burst 2 department right now, I think it's just insane. Her power is just above everyone else. So that's where I feel like if you have Crown, definitely prioritize her. She is going to be the best Burst 2 to push. Again, this is specifically for campaign. Now for Burst 1, I mean, like everybody already know Lita is going to be the best one, so I'm not going to like try to twist it around, right? She is still probably the best candidate right now. One thing that I see a lot of players try to do is, especially new players, right? If you have Lita, you should prioritize building Lita. Now, I know for a lot of players, they have Cinderella, and the best burst one for Cinderella is going to be Roche, right? And makes sense, alright? So if you are trying to use them in solo raids, multiple teams, Roche is going to be a very strong character. But based upon the accounts that I reviewed, a lot of players try to build Roche and Lita, and then they can't really get both to an optimal level. So I feel like if you're new, maybe prioritize on building Lita for now, alright? Just focus on her until you can push her skill up far enough. If your Lita is, let's say 777, right? And your Roche is only like 444, I think Lita is still going to be better in most cases, right? Investing in her is still going to give you much more in terms of the net return. So you want to make sure that you're aware of that. So that's going to be where I'm at with the top 5 Pilgrims that can carry you in the campaign. Alright, this is going to be something that you want to consider if you are new. Definitely, if you are stuck in specific spots in the campaign, hopefully one of these characters will be able to help you out. Now, don't get me wrong, Cinderella is still very strong, but she lacks the ability in terms of trying to screen wipe and in terms of if there's too many enemies on the map. So you still need a variety of other characters, and if you are fighting against a single boss, Cinderella is gonna shine right there. Actually, it still depends on the boss, right? She might not be able to help you much with Mother Whale compared to the other 3, I feel like, because Mother Whale can still summon plenty of minions, right? Those are going to be very annoying to deal with. So in some situations, you will have to evaluate depending on who you're fighting, right? So there's always going to be that comes in. Obviously, having all of them is going to give you more options, more choices. But if I have to pick one to invest on early, right, this is going to be my priority. So yeah, that's going to be it for this particular video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys find this helpful or useful. If you guys are interested to join more account reviews, I'll do one later this week. Thanks a lot for watching, and big shout out to Tokyo Trade and Sakurako for sponsoring today's video. Now, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section below, and if you guys agree or disagree, let me know as well. with that being said, that's gonna be it for this particular video. Subscribe, give this video a like. See you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.